I don't know what to say about this movie. It certainly didn't play out like I thought it would. Like, how would you imagine a shark movie based off the Jersey Shore to go? All the obnoxious Guidos would get eaten, right? And Snooki and JWoww and the other ones, they'd all have ridiculous overkill deaths. Instead, what I got was a well-written movie with a layered plot and several legitimate actors. First of all, I've never actually seen an episode of the Jersey Shore, but I imagine it comes from a long line of reality TV shows that focus on and encourage a group of weirdos. Jersey Shore, Sister Wives, Real Housewives of whatever, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, 24 Kids and Counting, you get the idea. Now, I don't think these TV shows necessarily lionize the subjects of the show, but again, I've never seen an episode of the Jersey Shore. I just know that the cast is generally not looked well upon, especially in the state of New Jersey. I lived in New Jersey for 2 years, between June 2012 and June 2014, so here's a geography lesson. You could think of New Jersey as the area in between Philadelphia in the south and New York City in the north. There's a North Jersey and a South Jersey, and they're very different. They've got different cultures, they've got different sports affiliations, they're just almost entirely different states. There's also the Jersey Shore, which runs along the entirety of the Atlantic coast of the state of New Jersey and is just covered with beach towns for pretty much whatever kind of experience you want. Do you want to go to a party town? They got that. Do you want to go to a dry beach where you can take your family and kids and not have to worry about alcohol? They got that too. There's casinos in Atlantic City, there's rustic villages, Cape May represent, there's aquariums, there's whatever you could want. A carnival that just forgot to leave the boardwalk. Now, the show, The Jersey Shore, is filmed in Seaside Heights, which is a party town, and it's a place where people go to get down and get funky. Now, the people of New Jersey don't necessarily like the Jersey Shore because it makes it seem like Seaside Heights represents the entirety of the state, and that the cast of the Jersey Shore represents the entirety of the population, which is just not true. It's also kind of ironic because the cast of the Jersey Shore are mostly tourists from New York. Remember that. The backbone of Jersey Shore Shark Attack is, hey, giant albino bull sharks are attacking and killing everybody. But even that detail is kind of interesting. I said bull shark. That's in reference to the most infamous really, American shark attack of all time, which took place in New Jersey and was probably a bull shark. This movie incorporates that incident into its current storyline of the sharks being disturbed by the construction of a swanky resort. Now, this is where the subplot comes in of gentrification. Basically, the movie explores the Jersey Shore being transformed from this place that's kind of hokey and kind of cheesy and kind of hasn't changed since the 70s, where lower income Italian Americans hang out, to just another soulless place where rich snobs with no identity can spend their money. And that's cool to explore in a shark movie, but it gets a little muddled by who the heroes are. The working class heroes of this movie are your Jersey Shore stand-ins, who again, were not from the Jersey Shore, were just rich tourists from out of town. So it kind of screws up all the cool writing when your heroes were actually kind of the villains in real life anyway. I don't know if that's a consequence of cramming your Jersey Shore parody into a shark flick, but it's weird. Now, because this is a shark movie, the Jersey Shore kids know there's a shark problem, but no one will believe them. You ever heard that one before? That shark movie trope builds up to a scene where a bull shark attacks someone in a very brazen manner and everyone sees it and they're forced to deal with the killer shark menace. This freaking movie writes that scene as washed up, kind of an asshole Joey Fatone performing a concert on the Jersey Shore pier and getting brutally killed by a poorly animated CGI shark. Holy crap. They used Joey Fatone as a plot point. Best scene in the movie. So where do you go once Joey Fatone gets brutally eaten. Unfortunately, kind of nowhere. The Jersey Shore kids get a bunch of guns, they kill a bunch of sharks, the tall lady that's supposed to be Snooki gets rescued, and the good guys stay good and uneaten. This is where the movie is a little disappointing for me. I mean, you can have good acting and good writing and thought-provoking plots and good actors like Tony Sirico and Paul Sorvino and that asshole from the first Ghostbusters movie, but that's not what I signed up for. Instead, I got a movie with very little overkill violence, no deaths for the Jersey Shore stand-ins, and kind of a cheesy Hallmark ending. That's fine, but I guess you could sum up the movie as not quite what was at. Buy my books.